So I want to kick it today, like just me and you on some like bestie vibes, you understand? Affirmations, tea, maybe a good book, you know, maybe react to like a beautiful home. Y'all know how we do over here.
This video is sponsored by Squarespace.
Let's just make it a vibe ting and chill session. How about that? And again, you already know, best incense in the world. So how are you feeling? Like actually, how are you feeling? I'm feeling curious today. I was a little bit stressed in the morning, but we kind of worked through that, stayed off the internet, grounded ourselves. Now we're here with you and we're feeling good. I always enjoy that pour. If you don't have a gooseneck, definitely get a gooseneck kettle. It's just, I don't know, it's just that much more fun. While this is steeping, how about we pull a quick affirmation card just to allow spirit to settle the mind. Okay, pick a card, any card. Like you feel someone going right there. Deep within me is a solid core of calm and peace. Don't let people or outside events determine your peace of mind. You know how you go into nature and like, it just completely grounds you and brings you back to your center? You know, that feeling is always within us. I think throughout the whole day, there are opportunities to come back to ourselves, but you know, there's so many distractions these days that we often lose sight. You know, we be paying attention to the highlights of everybody else's life, not realizing that if we're just here in this moment and just cultivate a few moments throughout the day to prioritize our energy and our needs, we will feel that deep core of calm and peace. Don't let people or outside events determine your peace of mind, because we can't control what happens, but we can control how we respond, right? There's a big difference between reacting and responding. Lately, I've been thinking about responding a lot, and a response has thought to it. A response has intention. When we respond, we think before we speak. When we react, we allow others to control our essence, you understand? So moments like this every single day are good for just coming back to that calm and that peace, you understand? You know, this weekend I spent a lot of time in the city, went to a cafe, hung out with some friends, went out for a good meal, got a new car. It was a fun weekend, you understand? And by the end of it, I just took a good sleep, gave my gratitude, because that's our main attitude, and reminded myself, like, yeah, understand, like when we remove the worries of the future and the anxieties of the past and just come back to this present moment and give thanks for have that faith system, we are rooted, you understand, just like a tree that could withstand any storm. Tea? Love it, love it, love it, love it. Little essential oils. This always kind of calms me as well. It's a really good feeling. Tea, oils, and incense, I don't know, something about that conversation, something about that combination is everything. I love that. How about we, actually, I was just on YouTube earlier and I saw this home. I have to show you. Okay, the house we're going to be looking at today, Nowness did this in their In Residence series, one of my favorites. A Mexican house cut from nature. Now this, big vibe. So here he's saying there aren't any straight lines in nature.
right? There's no such thing, you know, everything has curvatures. That's why I actually love homes where the doorways aren't like a rectangle, but they are like half a circle or a big oval. So you can already tell, like, this tunnel, we about to dive into something. So they're focusing on the shapes here. Look at that. This is something else. Look how the sun comes in with the pool. Oh, what a flex. Yo, this man's a boss. Look at him. Look at how he's positioned. Yo, he's dripped. Like his outfit is fly. Like, that's exactly the way I like to dress. The man's is fly, and he's like, there's no straight lines in my house. Like, can anybody else say that? It's tons of straight lines in here, you understand? I actually think like straight lines keep our mind in a box as well. So I think he understands what he's doing here, and he's completely expanded his spirit and his mind. Boss, goals. Like, this guy is on my mood board. Everything is irregular. He said, what we do is learn from nature and try to be like it. Wow. The natural. Look at that. Look at this mug. Look at that mug. Like, this feels like, this is like straight out of the Avatar movie. Like, when I watch Avatar, I'm like, yo, these are my people. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are my people. This is where I belong. I was so happy in the first Avatar movie when he actually got to like become the blue body. Like, who would want to go back to being a human after that experience he had, right? And plus, you know, he had his woman and stuff. I was so happy for him. This is a vibe. I actually also love this little plant holder here. Oh, amazing. Sorry, I'm gonna have to keep stopping it. He said this house was built with no blueprint. Literally my type of vibe. Uncertainty, just diving into the process. Wow, look at that. See how it just feels so different, like everything being curvature like that, no straight lines. So he's saying here that they had no real blueprint, and like they would have a plan or an idea, and then the next day the light would hit different, and then they would have a new idea. So the house was constantly shape shifting, you understand? I love it. Like, look at this right here. Like, I want something like this. I don't think, obviously this isn't for everybody, but this is me. 100% this is me. Oh my God. It's just too perfect. This guy's a boss. Yo, so when I say vibe ting, just know I never met this man, but he is a vibe ting. You feel the vibration and the vibe ting there, right? I love that view. Wow, the colors are amazing. Like, you know, natural. I'm getting butterflies in my system right now. Look what he said there. We try to break with all the previous way of doing things. What do I always say? Our old ways won't serve us in this new space. So if he went and built a home off of like typical architecture and typical blueprints, this would have never happened, right? Like, this is clearly a reflection of his spirit. I think he's actually tapped into, you know, the spirit of nature and built it into a home. Like, I think this is how we should be living. You understand? Not in these like IKEA cubicle type homes that they be squishing us together in cities. Like, nah, I ain't with it, man. You know how they always be talking about the great reset? I'm focused on the great escape, escaping into something like this. So help your boy out, you understand? Y'all keep tuning into the channel. Y'all keep vibing with me. I will build. Okay, how about this? I just got an amazing idea. We need to really form this community and thrive on these platforms, because I'm going to build like a compound of this, you understand? So people can just come and heal, vibe out, you understand? We could do what we're doing right here, but in an environment like this. Click like on the video, comment, get this engagement up, you understand? We got to get the views on these videos going crazy, so one day we get and we build this and we all be vibing out. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I love it though. He says he enjoys the house and different space and different spaces and different moods. I love that. Look at the white drapes, you know, that wood is just amazing. So natural, so real. The energy in here must be just, the feng shui in here must just be amazing. A house is an interface where we go from a walking state to a resting dream state. We enter the world of the unconscious. Then the house has to appease to you like a mother when you get into that space. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You understand? Look at him. Look at him just chilling. Look at that window. Look at the difference between a square blocked window looking into a concrete jungle, and look at this one. The circle, you understand? The curvature, you understand? With the greenery in the background, like he's dripped out cozy clothing. Like the energy is amazing. Like to me, it's just wow that things like this exist. Like he cut a house out of nature. What's his name? Eduardo Nira Roth. Like amazing. Like this is one of my final goals, is just to create like one of the most beautiful homes, but we're going to create a compound or something as well, so we can have a healing center one day. I think that's the plan. Oh, I think I just figured it out. I just had a great revelation. Thank you so much. Let's finish this off. Oh, it's beautiful. With the pool and everything. Oh man, watch things like this and get excited, you understand? Like when you see people who do things like this, like you can create the life that you want to live, right? Like you don't have to create the life that they're telling you you have to live, or the life that they're trying to program you to live, right? Like we can create our own unique lives, you understand? That's what I'm most inspired by. We gonna get there. We gonna do something like this. This house was amazing. I want to read a little bit, but let's get into our sponsor first. So y'all know I love creativity and sharing our expression, and to do so, having a website is key. That's why Squarespace is the all-in-one platform for building a better, more beautiful business or presence online. Let me tell you, there are a few products that I really like. The first one being connected social media accounts. Now, I have a lot of social media accounts, as I'm sure a lot of you do as well. And being able to connect them all to one place creates a better home experience for my audience. Another product I like are the mailing lists. Perfect for building your community, no matter how little or how big your audience is. Often we think we should start a mailing list once we have a lot of people, but proper preparation promotes peak performance. So you might as well get started now. Get the right messages to the right people. Collect email addresses through your website and send subscribers the information they care most about with unique mailing lists. It's actually quite powerful. And the third product I like, online stores. Sell your products on an online store, whether you sell physical or digital products. You can make a digital product this week, upload it, and sell it. Squarespace has all the tools you need to get started and selling online. So I want to hook all of you up. Go to squarespace.com for a free trial. That means you get to actually set up your website and try it out for free. And then when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/HINDZ to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Oh, we be vibing today. You know, we be vibing. I like doing this, just like a vibe ting and chill. Maybe we should start like a whole series that's just called Vibe Ting and Chill, and we just do many activities within one session. Got a book here, the Tao Te Ching, one of my favorites. You understand? It's just like a way of life, a way of being. I want to read a little bit for you. How about that? Okay. The master's power is like this.
He lets all things come and go effortlessly without desire. He never expects results, thus he is never disappointed. He is never disappointed, thus his spirit never grows old. Staying in that childlike spirit. Allowing life to simply be, understanding that the things that are happening to you, right? It's not happening against you, but it's happening for you. And when they say here, the master, he or she allows things to come and go effortlessly without desire, right? Present in whatever happens, you understand? And we have the ability to respond with grace. I love this one, check this. A good traveler has no fixed plans and is not intent upon arriving. A good artist lets his intuition lead him or her wherever it wants. A good scientist has freed themselves of concepts and keeps their mind open to what is. This is all about the journey, right? This is taking the focus off of the destination, the final goal, the completion, and embracing every step within our journey. I always say the greatest story you will ever experience is the one you live yourself. It's your story, right? And we put too much focus on the last chapter. Oh, I want to be married to this person, have this house, have this car, have that. And all those pages before that, yeah, there's some struggle, but we need to have more gratitude, more excitement for that journey, for those pages, for those chapters, you understand? A good traveler has no fixed plans and is not intent upon arriving, meaning, it's on a journey, but it knows that there could be a turn. So it's not stuck on the final destination because that destination may change, right? And if your desire is stuck on something or someone and it doesn't happen, then it leaves you in a space of depletion, worry, and feeling a void. But instead, if we just come back to this present moment and simply say to ourselves, like, everything that is happening to me is happening for me, right? Embracing the journey, understanding that the magic is within that process. That's why I love creativity. Creativity is always a constant reminder that, hey, there's going to be good days, there's going to be bad days, there's going to be times where you're, full of uncertainty, and there's going to be times where you're full of magic and joy. But all of it is great content for a good story, you understand? The greatest story you will ever experience is the one you live and share yourself. Check this one. The master never reaches for the great, thus she achieves greatness. When she runs into difficulty, she stops and gives herself to it. She doesn't cling to her own comfort, thus problems are no problem for her. One of my intentions for the last few years have been becoming comfortable with being uncomfortable, right? Far too often we run into difficulty or something that is uncomfortable, or we feel a nudge to do something and we're like, that scares us, and we run the other way. But that's where the growth is, you understand? That's exactly where our next opportunity may be. When it says here that she gives herself into difficulty, right? It's not seeing difficulty as a punishment or difficulty as something you should be afraid of. But instead, that difficulty is an offering. It's saying, hey, come here. We have something to give you. We have something for you to learn, something for you to experience, and it's going to benefit you once you implement it into your life. But you need to feel it. You need to really feel what this is like, you understand? And difficulty like that can be a great opportunity. I love the Tao. It's just like a very simple read, you understand? Like, I don't feel like you could ever, I don't feel like anyone could argue about the Tao. Like, it's really fit for everything and just in any moment. It's really nice. Check this one, right? If you realize that you have enough, you are truly rich. Oof. Meaning right now, all you have to do is shift your perspective and you will realize that you are rich in spirit. We already know, right? Like, We've seen so many stories, so many people talk about they got all the money they wanted, but they were still depressed. So we know money isn't the true richness. Yes, it can bring a level of comfort, but there's also more money, more problems. The true richness is in life, like my mentor Bob said. And all we have to do is realize that everything we need is within us, and our experiences activate these traits. And we can ask above, ask within, hey, lend me your strength, lend me your wisdom. Developing that faith and realizing that our inner resources are our true riches, right? That's why I always say our credentials are in our spirit. It says, if you stay in the center and embrace death with your whole heart, you will endure forever. Right? The one thing that's promised for all of us is we're all going to pass. So if we can embrace that fact, now we can be present in the moment and live our life to the best of our abilities, because there's so much to receive from life. It's beautiful. I love it. The Tao, I highly recommend it. Even in our Discord group, I've seen some people talking about this book. Make sure you join the Discord. We have like 700 people already in there just in the past week. And we have a book club, we have a journaling club. You know, there's a channel in there to promote your own stuff, right? There's this, it's just community, it's free, and we be vibing in there every single day. So I want to see as many of you, you know, jump up in there and share or just listen. I think we're going to do some voice and video calls soon. It's a really good time. And we can cultivate video ideas in there so we can like evolve these vibing and chill sessions and just understand, continue to connect, because when we come online, we're coming to receive something. So we might as well receive some value, and we are reflections of one another. So I am grateful for your presence today. Let me know how you are feeling now in the comment section, and you done know in hindsight, everything is gonna be all right. I'll see you soon, very soon, and yeah. No.